Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today's video is all about preparing for winter. I know how much you guys love a spring clean, and this one is a little bit of an autumn clean. We're going to be preparing the stables, getting everything nice and tidy, ready for the horses to come in for the winter. So to be honest, at the moment the stables aren't that dirty, they just need a good organise. You know, the horses have been coming in during the day, during the summer when they've been ridden. Some of the stables actually need a little quick muck out, and we also need to relay all of the beds. We've been really lucky, and we're actually 2 weeks into November now, and we still have pretty dry ground. So my horses are still living out 24/7, which is normally unheard of for this time of year, but I just want to get prepared for when those cold, wet days do come along. So as I said, it is uncharacteristically mild at the moment, so I don't actually need my coat on, which is just crazy for mid-November. So we're going to start, because this stable was actually used yesterday, and it needs a quick clear out, and then I'm going to lay the bed ready for the horses to come in. So let's grab some mucking out here. Get the other bits from down here. We have also got some exciting new Red Gorilla items that have come, but for now, I don't want to get them dirty, so let's use these. It sounds daft, but coming into winter, it's really important to look after your hands. My hands get so dry and so cracked, so I'm actually using Woofwear's new yard glove today. These are really good, they're really lightweight, and they're just perfect for days like today, when you know you've got a lot of yard chores to do, just to protect your hands. Because honestly, come like February, my hands are in pieces. So there we go, let's get mucking out. So we've actually started using a brand new bedding to us, and we've tested this all over summer and we're really happy with it. So this is the bedding of choice for this winter. It's green marl bedding. It's basically a shredded cardboard, which is the most absorbent bedding you can actually get, and it makes such lovely beds, as you will see. So there we go, a fully cleaned out bed, nicely laid. I absolutely hate that you cannot appreciate on camera that there are banks in this, but there are banks, and that's all set up now, ready for the horses to come in this winter. And so, really annoyingly, we had a bit of an issue with audio. So there are a few segments I'm just gonna have to do a voiceover for, guys. Really, really sorry about this. But the next step is to give the buckets a really good clean. So I first took the water bucket that was in the stable. So it's always a really good idea during winter to have water buckets on hand in case pipes freeze or there's any sort of issues with your drinker system. Basically, everything is probably going to freeze over winter at some point. So I like to give my buckets a really good clean and to store them away for when that does actually happen. So next up is the feed buckets. Now at the moment our fields are actually relatively dry, so these buckets aren't that dirty, would you believe? They can get so much muddier during winter when we are feeding them in the clay fields. So I want to give all the buckets a really good deep clean today, and that is what we're going to do. There's some that haven't been cleaned out from this morning, so we're going to do everything. And basically to clean your buckets, it's really simple. All you need is a larger water bucket. This is the 75 litre tub from Red Gorilla. Fill it with some water and chuck quite a bit of fairy liquid in there to break down all of the dirt. And grab yourself a bucket brush, whichever one you're using. I'm also using a Red Gorilla one today, because basically the one I used earlier broke. So yeah, I should have just used the good one in the first place. And it does take quite a lot of elbow grease. You're going to be scrubbing quite a bit, but trust me, it's worth it. Now I do this probably every week, or I try to do it at least every week for all of my buckets. All of my buckets get rinsed out after every single use, so they are cleaned out, but for a really good deep clean, having 6 horses, we try and do this once a week just to make sure that they're getting done properly. And there we go. Once the buckets have all been cleaned and rinsed, I pop them out in the autumn sunshine for them to dry off. So moving into the tack room for the next section of things that we really need to sort out for winter. Now, all of my tack has actually recently been cleaned, so 10 out of 10 for me there. Everything's covered up because during winter, one of the things that you really want to be wary of are damp tack rooms. Basically, if your tack room gets really cold and damp, it will affect your leather work. So make sure that you've also got covers on everything. We've got a few dehumidifiers in here as well, and we try and keep it as warm as possible in here, but it is kind of hard during winter. So regular cleaning of your leather is really, really important during winter. And one thing that we are going to be cleaning in a second are some boots, because my riding boots are absolutely disgusting at the moment, and it's not for want of trying to keep them clean. It's basically because I ride in them every single day, and I have a mainly sand arena, and it just gets dirty, and I get off, I move poles, I walk around in the arena, I sometimes turn the horse out in my boots as well. So things like that I shouldn't do. They get very, very dirty, and at this time of year your horses are sweating, they're probably still fluffy if you haven't clipped them, they're setting their winter coat, so they've got excess oil in their coat, so your boots just get absolutely vile. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do to clean my boots.
So these are my 3 pairs of very, very well loved and well ridden in boots, ready for a clean.
So you are going to have to excuse this slight interjection. I have actually just filmed all of this and my mic wasn't on. So I've used my Micro E Hippo shower to set some lukewarm water in the bowl, and I'm going to show you exactly what I've used to clean my boots. So I'm not going to lie, I'm not a big spray person. I'm very much an old-fashioned get some leather soap and give it a damn good scrub. So you want to make sure that your sponge is damp, not wet. Literally wring as much water out of that as possible, and then go lightly in with the soap. This is Carde and Martin Belvoir. Is that how we say it? I'm the worst person in the world at announcing things. Pronouncing things, announcing things. The tongue-tiedness, as you can see, issues. Anyway, I like good old-fashioned saddle soap to clean anything, especially in winter. It's greasy, there's dust everywhere, it's probably muddy as well. This will actually get all of that off. So let's get cracking with the boots. So the one thing I cannot live without is this stuff. So this is the Carde and Martin Belvoir Leather Balsam. I have absolutely no idea if I'm actually saying that correctly, but you can tell by the state of the sponge how much I use this, and you can tell, like, I normally lose things before I use them up, but I've nearly used this up. So this is the next step of cleaning your boots. So I've given them a very good clean with the saddle soap, and that will make your boots basically look dry. Now, because it wicks all the moisture and the grease out, you then need to condition your boots. It's really, really important that you condition them. I'm not gonna lie, I use this stuff without cleaning my boots. If I'm at a show and I've picked my boots out of the back of the box and they look like they could do with a little bit of a clean, I just go straight in with this, which is not what you're meant to do, but I'm revealing myself today apparently. But yes, this is what I'm going to be conditioning my boots with now. Honestly, I have one of these in the box, I have one in the tack room, I even have one in the car. I use this for my tack, for my girths, for my boots, for everything. It's such a nourishing conditioner. I am not in any way sponsored by Cardet and Martin, by the way. I just really, really like their leather cleaning products. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be using in the next point where I'm talking to camera, but you can't hear anything. So sorry about that, guys.
And there we go, that is what my boots look like, nice and clean and conditioned. Make the most of this view because one ride later they won't look like that.
So there we go, the stables are mucked out and ready for winter. The buckets have been given a really good deep clean, which I'll be doing once a week during winter. The tack room has been slightly reorganised, and all of my leatherwork is now prepared for a very, very busy winter of training, which there are lots of videos and something very, very exciting coming for December. So be sure to subscribe because I am doing Vlogmas this year. I haven't done it properly for a few years now, so I'm very excited to be doing that. So don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all very soon for another video. Bye guys.